Hello and welcome to all. Today, we shall start with the question that why we study economics. In my last lecture, we talked about that what is economics. There we have seen that economics means it studies the human behavior as a relationship between the aims and scarce means of resources which have alternative uses, and where we have discussed in detail about what is called means, what is called the available resources means, what is the meaning of aims. Now the next question that comes in our mind, that why we study economics. What is the reason behind studying economics? Well, you know that economics is a subject where it can be utilized everywhere, every field. It can be used in arts, commerce, science, in every field that economics, the concept of economics is required. Now, if we start with a very lighter mode, that why we study economics, then primarily to avoid that no cash, no money. Okay, that means if we know the economics, that you must have the money in your pocket. It seems like that if you do not have the concept about economics, then you will be always having the crisis of the money. So I will explain in later part that what I'm trying to mean it. But more importantly, it is because that economics is basically a fun. Economics is basically a fun, very fun. That did you know that you can, if you rearrange the term economics, then you can get a comic nose. Once again, that it is a on a lighter note, that what is economics, but economics, you really should know that economics is a practical and marketable degree it has. That means those who pass out with the economics degree, they have a better understanding of the national economy, and they have a better understanding that what are the goods should be produced, how much it will be produced. They have a critical thinking of mind, communication skill improved. Okay, so a lot of things that we can see those who are having the understanding and the knowledge about the economics. And not only that, you will be employable in a variety of areas. So there are a lot of job opportunities are there, those who are having the understanding about economics. Economics is very interesting and useful for answering. There are some fundamental and very important few questions. Like there are some a lot of real world applications are there. Okay, the economic theory has a lot of real applications are there. If we ask you the question that what is the future of cinemas, would it be dominated by Netflix and Amazon right now that we know that the Netflix are very popular, Amazons, they are very, very popular. So do you think this would be the future of the cinemas? Whether the multiplex, this will be replaced by this Netflix and Amazon? Are giant digital companies heading towards the monopoly power? Like there are a lot of giant that digital companies, they are heading toward the monopoly power, they are getting. Now the next one, how can you nudge social behaviors to tackle climate change? You know, there's a climate change is a very, very very, very vital problem nowadays. So how do you nudge the social behaviors to tackle this climate change? What policies are effective in curbing the plastic pollution crisis? These are all possible questions we are throwing out, and this is a very practical and very vital questions nowadays. Now, do you think about the sugar tax? Is it an effective way to tackle the social cost of obesity? Because obesity nowadays, the obesity the problem that is growing day by day. So should we impose the tax on sugar? Nowadays, we observe there's a trade war between the America and China. So why the trade war takes place? And what would be the outcome of this war? Who will be benefited? Who will be the losing one? How the world, that economy will have the impact due to this war between the America and China? Nowadays, we are talking about the AI, artificial intelligence. So do you think that what AI can do in the future? whether electrical vehicles would be the norm in the near future. Would it stimulate faster economic growth? Because nowadays that the electrical vehicles now often we can see on the road. So whether this electrical vehicle would stimulate the economic growth. So there are lots of practical questions that can be answered through the concept of the economics. If you have the idea, knowledge, understanding of economics, you can answer all these practical questions nowadays what we are facing. So what economics does really? Economics provides an understanding of how the world works. As I said, how fuel prices are determined, because the crude oil prices now that is growing up, and you know that in the international market with the change of the prices of the crude oil, that the price of the petrol and diesel is going to change. So how fuel prices are determined, how our banks and credit card works. So that understanding we can have if we have the knowledge of economics. Economics is useful at a personal level. For example, you should understand that what is the meaning of inflation, recession, depressions, various kind of interest rate imposed by the banks, exchange rates. That can help you make a better personal decisions. Once you have a knowledge about all this meaning, inflation, recession, depression, different kind of interest rate, you can take your decision wisely. Okay, so it has an impact at personal level also. Economics is a great for cocktail party conversation. Once again, this is on a lighter mode. That think about all the hot topics that economics can help you understand better. What are the hot topics? Like hot topics like the unemployment problem in India. This is a very hot topic. That unemployment problem is growing up. And due to this COVID-19 situation, pandemic situation, that unemployment problem is also mounting up. So this could be a hot topic nowadays. Growth rate of the country, this is another hot topic. That impact of the economy during COVID-19 and post-COVID-19 situation nowadays everywhere, that every institutions, everybody, they are talking about this, this concept, okay, that what would be the economy after COVID-19 situations. How many people are losing jobs? The phenomenal development of China, and many more. So these are the hot topics. So if you have the knowledge about the economics, you could participate in these hot topic discussions. So what economists do? Economists, basically they are doing the research and analyze the economic issues, like demand for analyzed in the internet sector and the healthcare sector is growing up. Obviously, that now that during the pandemic situation, that all of them we are using the online classes, the people are doing their office work from home. So the demand for the internet, that is growing up. So this sector is booming up. Healthcare sector is also booming up, because nowadays the people are very much concerned about their health. The telemedicine, that is also the booming up. So what the economists they are doing, they are collecting the data, they are analyzing the data, and those interpreting the data, and they also sometimes they are prescribing the policies. After analyzing the data, they they draw the inferences, okay, and they advise the businesses, government, and individuals, and make policies also. So I think you understand that that why we study the economics nowadays. So there are various reasons for studying the economics. I hope from this lecture you understand the need for understanding about the economics. So thank you for watching this video.